Hey. Welcome to my channel, Unbiased LLC. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you are part of the Purple Patch crew, welcome in, baby. I need y'all to let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to stir y'all up while we do that because I had some technical difficulties. So I apologize for being late. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. If you're new, welcome. I think I said that. And if you're a part of the replay team, welcome in. Thank you for joining. And if you're part of the Purple Patch crew, thank you for being here. Y'all, I'm discombobulated already. Hold on. I got the headphones in, but the phone is still making noise. Oh my God. Y'all pray for me because I don't know what's going on with all the technology. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Anybody? It's showing that it's working, but I don't know. If anybody can hear me, can you please type it in the chat? Oh, okay. All right. You can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So I apologize for all of this in the beginning. It's things did not go according to plan. I had put my table camera up and it was working fine until I got ready to go live and it just went out. I had this other camera that I was using prior to the one that when I say y'all, I had to go and purchase another camera at Walmart really quickly. I don't know if OBS like took the power out of the cameras or what. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But anywho, we are here. So I'm just gonna have to show you what I'm using. Let me start there. Wait, I need to say hello to you guys. I'm so sorry. Y'all please forgive me because I'm out of it now. DB, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Robin's Creations, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Sherry, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Points Blank, welcome in, King. I appreciate you for being here. Dims Designs, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Kristen Sensei, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Hey, beautiful soul, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Deborah Garrett, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Rosalind Lewis, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Making with Marilyn, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Jess Craft Therapy, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Rosetta Cobb, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Katrina's Creations Lab, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Kim London, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Crafts by Q, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. A lag or a delay. Okay, Kristen. Okay, thank you. And I don't know why. We're gonna try to just get through this the best way we can, okay? Okay, all right. I'm gonna try to fix it at another date. I really don't know. Hey Nikki A, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm using. I'm using this Make Market tote bag from I got this one at Michael's, and I want to say it was $2.99. So, but I'm gonna use this the black one. They also have like a cream color one, if I'm not mistaken. So the tote bag is already made. Then I have this fabric that I tried to draw the little boo. Don't be looking at the way that I drew it because I don't know how to draw. Okay, I did the best I can. So the one on the outside, I just drew it, but it's too big. So I went back in and made it smaller. So we're gonna cut this out. And then I also had a piece of fabric. I'm going to make a pocket for the inside. And then I put my label right here. And then I have some felt. This is going to be for the eyes. So this is the black and the white felt. And then if all goes well, I thought about something. I was like, oh, and I'm going to make it puffy. So I'm going to be using some polyfill to stuff it. And then I made this tulle skirt to put on it. So we're just going to wing it because this is my first time doing it, but it's in my head, okay? It's all in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera to... I'm going to bring my stuff to this other camera because that's the only one that seems to be working besides this one, okay? So the angle is going to be a little weird. Just roll with the flow, all right? Hey, D. Smith, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Miss Valerie Morgan, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. I'm making sure. Miss Sharon Davenport, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, everybody, somebody type it in the chat. Refresh the screen. Refresh your screen and see if that helps. Because by the time I say it, they'll be lagging 10 minutes or so. All right, so let's go. So this is the only view that I'm going to have for today right now, okay? I thought I was going to have the table, but it did not work out that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I tried to, okay. I caught myself making some circles to make the eyes. So I'm going to cut that out. And I'm not going to use my fabric scissors. I'm going to just use some regular scissors. Let me see if I can see the chat over here. And y'all just bear with me. Hey, Life with Tashiria. Hey, Miss Geneva Coleman. Welcome in, Queens. I appreciate you guys for being here. So we will be using the sewing machine today. Thank you, Miss Deborah. So I'm just going to cut these little circles out. You can measure yours and do all that, but I'm just making a circle or what's going to appear to be a circle. It may not be the whole circle. Hey, Miss April Jackson, if you're nasty, welcome in, Queen. Miss Beverly Smith, welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you guys for being here. So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me from this direction because my back is turned to the microphone. Once I ask, I ain't gonna say it again. I promise. I promise I won't. But I am working with a new system, which is the OBS, and I'm still trying to get used of it. And also, I'm trying to get my settings together. Okay. So if me asking you if you can hear me annoys you, I apologize. It's not on purpose. I promise. So with the white one, I'm just gonna cut it bigger than the black. That's all. I just want the white part to be bigger than the outside of the black. Okay, so this one might be a little bit bigger, but it's okay. It's going to be fine. And I know there's a lag, so I'm going to try to wait to see if y'all can hear me from this angle before I go do anything on the computer. They will not be twins. They will just be eyes, okay? They won't be twin eyes. So what made me think of this? Y'all know that I'm always thinking outside of the box. Can anybody hear me? The delay is crazy. Hey, Miss SB, Designs by Miss Sheila. Okay, thank you, Rosalind. Thank you. Okay. All right. So y'all, this is the boo. And I'm going to use my pinking shears. I don't think I told you that. So let me tell you what the measurement is for my boo. My boo is going to be approximately 7 inches tall, and it's going to be approximately 6 inches wide. Okay, 7 inches tall by 6 inches wide. And so when I'm going to cut this, I'm going to cut outside of the second line. Don't worry about the first line, because that's where um it was too big. Okay, it was too big. Y'all, let me see if I can minimize this just a little bit so we can get a little bit more room. Nope, I don't think I can. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. This thing is lagging for real. Y'all, my phone is 1 minute and 38 seconds, 7 seconds lag. Okay, so I'm gonna use my pinking shears, and I'm just gonna cut across the bottom just to get rid of some of this material. And I'm leaving about 1/2 of an inch around my design. You could also mark your 1/2 an inch and then cut that as your seam allowance. I'm just eyeballing this, okay? So some parts may be 1/2 of an inch and some may not, but it's gonna be okay. And the reason why I'm giving myself a little bit of room is because I do want to stuff it, and I still want it to be a decent sized boo. So, hey, Miss Evelyn Warner, welcome in, Queen. Miss D Smith, welcome in, Queen. For the rest of the live, you guys, you may have to just keep refreshing it ever so often. I do apologize. I don't know why it's lagging so much today. Hey, Miss Shamika, Entrepreneurial Diary, welcome in, Queen. I have never had that much lag before. It seems to be lagging almost 2 minutes behind the stream. And I'm going to be using a zigzag stitch to stitch this down. So just so it will, once I stuff it, it will give it a little bit stretch, like it won't be so tight. But you can use whatever stitch you like, okay? I'm just going to do the zigzag stitch. You a decent sized boo, Miss Evelyn? I know that's right, girl. I'm a fluffy, whatever. Hey, Papa Bammy, welcome in, King. Okay. Y'all, my thing is going so slow. Marilyn, are you still here? Dimps, any one of my moderators. Thank y'all for being here, first of all, but oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this to the side for right now. This is my inside pocket, and the only thing I want to do is I want to just pink and shear my edges, because if you can see, this material frays a lot. Even though this will be on the inside, I'm still going to pink and shear it. And I did not measure the pocket, I just cut it out. I just cut out a piece of material. But I'll tell you what my measurements are in just 1 second. And this was a this fabric, I'm sorry, I don't think I told you. This fabric was it was a half a yard, I think. Let me see. Oh, a 1 yard pre-cut fabric, seasonal fabric that I picked up at I want to say Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I cannot remember, you guys. But it's 100% cotton, and it came in a 36 by 44 piece of material. So this was seasonal. It's probably going to be out now or something similar to it if you're looking for the boot fabric. Okay, Dimps, I just wanted to know, is the stream lagging a lot? Like, is it not, I need a little feedback to see what can I do to fix the stream. That's what I needed. Thank you. And thank you, Queen. So this is the top of the bag. I'm sorry, top of the pocket. I'm just gonna pinky shear it a little bit just to give it a clean finish. So when I do turn it over, it won't be so bulky. So with my pocket, I am going to sew this side, the top, and then I'm going to leave my opening on the other side, because this is just one piece of fabric, okay? One long piece of fabric, and I folded it in half. That way it becomes my lining and my pocket at the same time. I also interface a big leg. Hey, Queen, Crafty Leo. The sound is great. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix it, y'all. I really don't know, and I'm aggravated by this, but I don't know what to do to fix it. And I've already started the stream. I don't think you can do anything to the output of it while you're already live. Do y'all think I need to shut this live down and come back, or just keep going? Hey, Miss Mary Brown, welcome in, Queen. Y'all let me know. And then let me show y'all my new shirt first. Did y'all see the lag of the switching of the cameras? Hold on. I know it's going to be a while before y'all see it. And then this is what it means on the side. Hey, Crafting, Creating with Tuck. Welcome in, Queen. Crafty, it's good to see you back in the chat, Queen. Okay, I'm going to go back to the sewing machine, or to the sewing table. So I created that the other day, and then the last 2 days ago, I decided to do the rhinestones. Hey, Miss Roslyn McAveen, D. Wilson, welcome in, Queens. And I was thinking about, well, so some of my members have a big sewing embroidery machine, and some don't. So I need to try to figure out if I can condense the file for the smaller, like maybe a 5x7. I'm not sure, but child, it took me forever to get that done. Okay, so this is my pocket, and this is my bag. And so what I'm going to do with the bag, I'm just going to fold it in half so that I can get my center line. I need to go this way. Last week, the stream was perfect. What happened? What happened? I did some stuff in the background, and I guess I messed it all up. So, y'all, I'm just making a center line with this chalk because it's erasable. I mean, you know, I can just wipe it down. Ah. Hey, Miss Linda Talbert, welcome in, Queen. Hey, that's my art. Welcome in, Queen. So this is the center line. That I made. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take. Oh, let's do this first. I'm sorry. We're going to take our boo. And I'm going to put the eyes on the boo. This is the felt. Okay. I'm going to put that on the boo just like this, and we're going to sew it down. So now I'm going to move my sewing machine over here. I'm going to get this stuff fixed, you guys. I don't know why. Okay, hold on. Let me move y'all up just a little bit. Oh, that's too far. Hold on. Let me. All right. This is going to be the best that I can do, y'all. Okay, so y'all just bear with me. Hey, G Quad Traditions. Hey, Nanny. Welcome in, Queen. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Hold on, girl. Let me twerk for you. Let's see if that's working. If the super chat sound is working and y'all can hear it, and you are a member, put the elephants in the chat. I know it's gonna be a delay, and I'll just be watching for it. We twerking for cash, twerking for cash, twerking for cash. Purple Pants Crew. Thank you. All right, so we back. So I'm just gonna put my eyes down, and I'm not gonna sew the white and then the black. I'm just gonna sew them down both at the same time. So my white will not be stitched all the way down, and that's okay. All right, and my stitch length for my Singer heavy duty sewing machine, I'm going to be using a stitch of number 3, and I'm going to be using the zigzag stitch just to stitch this around, okay? Up. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on, y'all. The stitch width is going to be 3 also. I'm like, why is this not moving? Hold on. Okay, let's go. And this does not have to be perfect. The only reason I'm doing this is to keep it down. All right, so we got one of them down. And then I'm just going to sew the next one down. And all of my chalk lines, I'm just going to wipe it off. So I would say if you're going to embellish your boo, do it before you sew it onto the bag. Or whatever you putting it on. So with the rest of the eye, why this thing keep going down? With the rest of the eye, the white part of the eye, I'm going to glue that down. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm using black thread. But if you want to change your threads to white, black, and this and that, you can. I'm just not doing all that because this is supposed to be fun and hopefully quick. All right, so my next thing I want to do is I want to take my skirt out of tulle. I made this out of tulle, and I want to sew it onto the fabric because once you stuff it, you don't want to sew the you don't want to sew the boo after it's been stuffed because then the bottom part won't be stuffed, and I want the whole boo to be stuffed. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey, Miss Marlise, the Savvy Crafter, welcome in, Queen. Y'all, I'm so aggravated. I thank you guys for sticking this out with me. I will get this stream fixed. So with the skirt of the tulle, I just made me a row of stitches. And then I pulled it to make my gathers. Okay. So then I thought about it and I said, maybe I need to make something to hide this little stuff, the little raggedy edges. So I'm gonna do that in just a second, some kind of way. Hold on. Y'all, this just came up in my mind about hiding this top part. So you want your skirt to be like, I guess, like right under the hands. And you don't have to add this. It's just something that I wanted to do just to see how it looked. Okay. I'm going to take this white felt. No. I'm going to take the black felt since I'm using black thread. Y'all, this is going to be the worst live ever, but I appreciate y'all for being here. I do. Because y'all know I normally have my camera angles together, but it's just not working out today. It's just not working out today. Hey, Mike's Chaotic Garden. Welcome in, King. Miss Evelyn, you say don't hide, fluff it out. I don't know what you mean, Miss Evelyn, but we're going to figure that out in a minute. Hold on, let's see. I'm just cutting a piece of this felt, the black one, to make a waistband. Y'all see I'm not measuring too much. I just want to make sure that my skirt will fit. And I think I'm good. So what I'm going to do is, with the tails that's hanging, I'm just going to tie it in a knot to keep my gathers in that space. Okay. Just give yourself 1 or 2 knots. just to keep it together. Hey, Lady Blue Bear, welcome in, Queen. If everybody can make sure that they hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. And y'all, I keep looking back because I want to make sure I got something in the camera. This is horrible. And I'm paying for the highest internet speed, so it's not my internet. All right. So what I'm gonna do with the skirt part of it, I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna sew that down onto the skirt, or sew the skirt down onto this piece of felt, and then I'll just cut off whatever is big. I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to hide. So it looks like I need to cut some of this down. Hey, 755 Media. Welcome in, Queen. I pray you are feeling better. Hey, Miss Eva Marie. Welcome in, Queen. I don't see your name, but I see somebody speaking to you, love. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. And I think that's going to work. So let me sew this down. And I'm going to try to sew both of the pieces down at the same time. I mean, catch both of the pieces at the same time. And I'm going to just change it back to a straight stitch. And actually, this is how you put the waistband onto a real skirt. Honestly. This is just a mini version of it. So the key to it is just making sure that the top and the bottom is enclosed. I meant the middle is enclosed in the top and the bottom. If you put bias binding tape on any kind of quilts or clothing, this is basically kind of like what I'm doing. This is what you would call the single fold bias binding or tape. Oh, let me see if Dimps, I know she said the sound is good, but it's lagging a lot. Okay. All right. And honestly, y'all, I don't know if it's something that I can do or if it's a YouTube thing or what. I really don't know. Oh, that got kind of funky on the end, but it's going to be okay. And I'm going to just cut this little piece off because you won't see it in the back anyway. It probably was never straight to begin with. Hey, Tracy Murray. Welcome in, Queen. Yeah, I don't know. I like this side better. I'm going to go with this side being my front. Isn't that too cute? Okay, let's go. Let's hold on to this. And I'm going to put a couple of pins just to hold it down. Y'all, my boo got a skirt. My boo got a skirt. Can y'all see my boo with a skirt? Let me know in the chat if y'all see my boo with a skirt. All right, we're going to sew my boo skirt down. And I'm just using a straight stitch to sew it down. Trying not to stretch the fabric, so I'm going to use a long stitch, which is going to be like the 3.5. I'm going to use a 3.5 stitch length and a straight stitch. And I'm also, my tension is set at a number 4. Okay. So I'm just going to use a longer stitch so that my fabric in the back, like the boo fabric, won't get too small. Oh, what did I do? Oh, wait. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got to take some of this out. Hold on. Yeah, I think I scrunched up a piece of my fabric. Hold on, let me check. I did. Look, I sewed some of my fabric down. I don't want that. I need all the fabric so that my boo will be big enough. So I'm just gonna take this out and restitch it. Yes, I had to get the seam rip up. Y'all, my boo got a skirt. She is so cute. Y'all, this is what was in my head, okay? This is how my brain thinks. That's why I'm always busy, because this should not take that long. But when the idea is in your brain or in your head and I don't write it down, right? So as I'm going, I'm kind of like thinking of what's next. What am I supposed to do next? Because it's easy when you can see somebody doing something and recreate that, or make it your own. But I haven't seen anybody doing this, so I have to come up with my own whatever. Okay, with my own whatever. Is it guaranteed to work? Absolutely not. But am I going to try it? Absolutely. So let's see if we got. All right, let's try this again. This time I need to make sure I keep my fabric out of the needle way. All right, so we got our skirt, and I will trim up her skirt. Matter of fact, she got 3 layers, right? So I'm going to trim up the skirt once I sew everything down. So we're about to sew this onto the bag. I'm going to sew the pocket of my bag first. That way I don't have to turn it inside out but one time. Okay? I'm just getting rid of these threads that's hanging. Y'all, my boo got a skirt. I don't even know if y'all can see it, but my boo got a skirt. It's so cute. Okay, let's do this pocket. All right, so this is the pocket. And like I said, it's one long piece of material. Let me tell you how long this is and how wide my pocket is. Hold on. I did a piece of material. It is 10 inches long and 7 4/8 wide. So I guess you could say 7 inches wide. You can just do 7. Oh, hey, Shay Shay. Welcome in, Queen. Thank you for the super chats. Hold on, Queen. Let me see. Did I miss somebody? Hey, Picture Me Crafting. Welcome in, Queen. She in the bushes. Okay, let me twerk for Shay Shay. Thank you, Queen, for the super chats. We twerking for cash. Twerking for cash. Twerking for cash. Purple Patch Crew. Thank you. Oh. Okay, there it goes. Woo, child. All right. So with my pocket, I'm going to sew up, and then I'm going to sew across, and then I'm just going to leave an opening on the side. And I'm going to use a 2.5 inch stitch length and a straight stitch. And I'm using about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. And instead of turning, I like to take mine off and then go the opposite way, okay? And I'm back stitching at each end. Hey, Folk Crafty. Welcome in, Queen. Miss D. Wilson. This is easy. This is super easy. So then I'm just going to lift my presser foot up and bring it all the way down. And then I'm going to sew, back stitch, and sew off of the machine. So I can just cut my corners. And I'm going to use my pinking shears because this fabric really does spray a lot. And I know this weird camera angle, y'all. I'm so sorry for this stream. I really am. Hey, Miss Faye Norman. Welcome in, Queen. So this is the pocket, and I'm going to flip it right side around. I think I was starting to tell you guys that I did interface one side of the pocket. I interface one side of the pocket so it can have a little structure to it. I got to be careful because I left the pen in here. Let me try to take this out. Oh, you know why? Because my label. That's okay. I'm going to sew it on. I had my label with the pen on it and I forgot to sew it down. It's okay. I'll just sew it on. I like to sew it down before I turn my pocket so that you don't see the threads on the inside, you know, in the pocket, but it's going to be fine. So now you just turn it inside out, right side in, however you know, whatever floats your boat, whichever way you want to say it, right? And just make sure you get your corners out. Y'all, I feel so weird trying to stay in this little bitty camera angle. But I'm going to work it out for y'all, I promise, okay? You might not be able to go back and watch this live and do this, but maybe you can hear the words coming out of my mouth. So I'm just pressing out all the corners. And I'm going to just take my seam ripper. I know I'm not going to poke it all the way, but I am going to try to get the corners to come out. Hold on, I need something else. My chopstick is across the room, so. So far, are y'all enjoying this, or this is like, girl, hurry up? So I'm just going to take this to my iron and just iron it down really quickly. Shay Shay, did you hear me say I'm about to iron this fabric down, girl? Yes, I is. Yes, I is. And Miss Marissa, if you in here, because they know your girl don't like to iron. But ironing is part of sewing. It is it's so crucial. And y'all, to be honest, if I would have known that, I probably wouldn't be sewing. No, I'm just playing. But I don't like to iron. I really don't like to iron. But see how it made this look? Crisp and clean. So this is going to be my front, and I'm going to get my label, and I'm gonna put my label down. Before I go any further. And I want it on the orange part of the tab just so it'll be seen. Can y'all still hear me? I have no idea what is going on with this stream, Lord. Ugh. It's gonna drive me crazy, is what it's gonna do. So see, now you see the stitching in the back. I didn't want that, but it's gonna be okay. And that's what happens when you don't have steps written down. I get it. But I'm okay with it. All right. So now I'm going to take my bag. And this is the front of my bag because I put my that center line down. So this is the front of my bag. So I'm just going to open up to the back of my bag, which is this part. And I'm just going to place my pocket in there and sew it down. This is the side that's open. So I want to make sure that I sew this down first. This side down first so I don't forget. And I'm just going to open up this bag. And I'm going to pin the pocket. And I'm using these two pieces of strap. This strap and that strap to kind of center my pocket. Hold on, let me put this down a little bit. Okay. So this is the bag strap. And I'm just centering my pocket in between the bag straps. And I'm eyeballing that I'm about 2 inches away from the top, but let me measure it. Eyeballed it. Look at that, y'all. 2 inches from the top. Once you start learning your measurements, you can kind of eyeball things and they will work out. Okay? Sometimes it'll work out. Hey, G Hud, welcome in, Queen. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to center this. And I'm going to pin it down so that when I start sewing it, it won't move around. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, but I know you probably not because it's weird. It's just a weird thing going on. Let me make sure that y'all can see the sewing machine this time. Okay. So I'm just going to stick my handles in underneath the presser foot and then bring my bag inside. I probably need my extension table for this, but we're going to work it out, okay? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. All right, so now and yes, you will see stitching on the back of the bag, but if your bag is black or cream, try to use the same color thread so that it doesn't show as much. But I mean, honestly, it's a trick-or-treat bag or whatever bag, you know. If you want to put like goodies in there for, you know, whatever. I don't know. And always backstitch on the corners. Y'all keep refreshing your screens. Oh, he said hurry. Oh, I gotta go to the city council meeting, and that's why I gotta hurry up for real though. But I will be on your live, Papa Bennett. Okay, I got it. Hey, Jennifer Ricci. Welcome in, Queen. Appreciate you for being here. All right. So I got the pocket in. Now we're about to sew on our boo, and we'll be done with this, you guys. We'll stuff it and see how she comes out, how she turns out. All right. So now let me try to center my boo. Oh, I probably could have put her bigger, but the reason I really didn't was because I didn't know how much I would be able to get the bag underneath the sewing machine. So that's why I did it this way, or this width. Hold on, let me pin her all the way around. And then I lift it up to see what she looks like. I think the last thing I probably will add is maybe the word boo or something. I don't know. I didn't think that far. I didn't think that far. Hey, Rod, welcome back. Thank you for joining us, King. Okay, so y'all look at this. And then I'm going to I don't even see. Hold on, I'm trying to get it in the camera. Sort of, kind of, she in the camera. All right, we just gonna sew it down and we gonna figure it out later, okay? I'm gonna leave it open on one side so that I can put the stuffing. So let's go. And all I'm doing is pulling the back of the bag from the front, okay? So I'm going to turn this around. I'm gonna have to sew it in increments. Just maneuver my way through the whole thing. Just to get this to stay down, okay? So I'm gonna use the zigzag stitch, and the width of my zigzag is going to be a 3 width, and the length of the stitches is going to be a 3 as well, okay? Because I don't want it to be too tight. And the reason I didn't put interfacing on the boo was because I wanted to be a little stretchy. Hello, Grace of Elegance. Welcome in, Queen. I appreciate you for being here. What is wrong with this thing? Y'all, I don't know why my sewing machine is doing this. I cleaned her out and everything. But we're going to roll with it and make it work, okay? I'll figure out what's going on with her a little later, but not right now. But lately here, she been making me look bad on camera. I don't like that. So this is where I'm going to stop so that I can stuff it. No, this has got a curve. Hold on, let me try to. Let me get to a somewhat straight point. Okay, there you go, girl. She look crazy with all these zigzag stitches, y'all. But hey, Capricia, welcome in, Queen. So I'm missing this part, and then I'm just gonna go down. Now you can glue, I guess. I don't know. I figured if I was stuffing it, I needed it to be solid, you know, be stable. All you do is keep moving that back bag part out of the way. Hey, Derica, welcome in, Queen. So now I got to move the skirt out the way as well, as I sew around. And wherever there's like a curve or some type of point or something, I am back stitching in the zigzag so that it could be, you know, a little sturdy. Now, how many Halloweens is this going to last? Probably one. But it's okay. It's going to be cute. It's going to be cute. So I have to ask the question, after seeing this, how many of you guys are going to try to make one? You don't have to do it exactly like mine, like with the tulle skirt and all this jazz. Y'all just know I'm a little extra, so I just wanted a little extra. But you could just do a simple boo or a simple whatever, because this is almost like applique. I mean, technically it is applique. Y'all, I did the skirt and I wasn't supposed to, but it's okay. So I'm going to have a little lag, a little drag in my what am I trying to say? In that thing. I don't know, child. I don't know, honey. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, what's supposed to be said. I'm just over here doing something. And I done sold my handle. Y'all, I sold the handle. It's okay. I'm just going to take it out. It's going to be okay. I knew I felt something, but I thought it was the skirt. That's why you have to have your seam ripper. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And keep your handle out the way when you're sewing it. See, I make mistakes too, a lot. I just gonna fix it. Now I'm gonna have to sew that part down again. This is funny. I was almost done. I only got like 10 minutes. So I better hurry up. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, it's down at the bottom. This one is on top. All right, here we go. Let's do it. And the thread came out. This ain't nothing but the devil because they know I'm trying to get to the city council meeting. This ain't nothing but the devil, y'all. I promise you. Okay, let me rethread this thing quickly. They don't want to hear what I got to say at their city council meeting. You got 1,000,001 seam rippers? Hey, Stacy, welcome in, Queen. All right, we threaded. Let's go. Telling you that ain't nothing but the devil. But we gonna stuff this thing really quickly. I don't even know where the rest of the stitches is. Let me see. I got that part. Oh, she over here. Okay. All right, I moved it out the way this time. I can feel it. All right, we done with that. Okay. That's right. Ain't nobody, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sun and Moon. Welcome in. Sun and Moon. Let me see. I must have missed you. I see somebody saying Sun and Moon. Hey, Qualities. Welcome in, Queen. Wait, did Qualities change her name? Hold up. That ain't nothing but the devil. Got me looking in the chat. Hold on. Let me finish this, y'all. Because I got to get to the city council meeting. Okay, I'll clean up that inside when I get back. But let's stuff this and see what it looks like. Y'all ready to see the stuffing? I know it's a lag, but put your yeses or your no's in the chat, boo-boo. Let me know. And then I'm going to actually bring it to the front. All I'm going to do is stick my hand in here so I can see if everything is sealed. That way I know I don't have no holes and my stuffing won't be coming out. It may not be perfect, but it's sealed. It's on there. All right. So let me get my my wooden stick dowel, and we're about to stuff it. We're about to stuff it. So this is my polyfill, and I shouldn't need that much, but we're gonna see. All right. And FYI, if you mess with polyfill, it is messy. So if you are one of those, clean people freaks, use this in a space or inside of a box or something so that you can catch all of the extras, all the little bits and pieces that falls out. So I'm just going to put some stuffing in there, and then I'm going to use my stick to push it down. On my bed. I'm gonna go right to training. Okay. Oh, and come right back. I gotta go to the city council meeting. I know that. Okay, all right. All right, y'all. We doing it. We stuffing it, and then I'm a push it down in there. When you think you don't need a lot of polyfill, you really do. I guess. Hold on. Let's see. I'm trying to get it in this little arm. It may not get in there perfect, y'all. I don't know. I may not be able to get none in there because it's so small. But let's see if I can maneuver. So, FYI, I guess if you make one of these, make your arms a little bit bigger or wider. Make them a little bit wider so that you can get the stuffing in there. So that's mistake number one. Oh, no, number one was me sewing the handle to the bag. What else did I do wrong? I don't remember, but okay, I got a little, like a little stuffing in there. Y'all, we almost done. Stacy, what you been up to, Queen? Y'all, Stacy lives in California, I was hoping I could get some of this to the bottom. Like for the... And maybe if I would have put a little bit in at a time, but I did put a little chunk. But it's okay. If it don't all fit, go in there. It'll be fine. All right. So now push this down. Get some of this in this arm if I can. Okay. I'm going to bring it to the front. Trying to stay out the heat, girl. I tell you, it feels like 300 degrees outside. My garden is DOA. Okay? My whole garden is DOA. I ain't gonna even say dead on arrival because it was thriving and now it's gone. Like everything went to heaven. And I had a 60% shade cloth over my garden, and all of everything is deceased. Everything. It seems like it just wasn't enough. Y'all, I'm trying to get a little bit of this in this arm to make it look like an arm. I can't get it to go in. Dang it. I can't get it to go in. And I feel like I need some of it to go in. Oh, well, she's not going in. All right. Let me just get it even somewhat, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Boo look like she drunk. My boo look like she drunk. She might be a little tipsy. She might have had a little bit too much to drink. Okay, let me sew it down a little bit and then I'm gonna be out of here. Let me and you can do this with hand stitching, but baby, y'all know I'm lazy. So let me see if I can maneuver this under this sewing machine to get this stitch down. Let me make sure I'm on the zigzag stitch. Y'all, boo look like she drunk. You know how people have beer bellies and it's like big on one side and then, you know, small on the other side? That's what boo look like. She look like she been drinking. Yep, the bugs too, Stacy. The bugs too. Okay, boo. Y'all, Boo on. But Boo don't look like what I wanted Boo to look like. But Boo gonna be all right. I think she could be made better. But this was my first time. So, and it was in my brain. So next time I have a better baby Boo was twerking. Her skirt is twisted. Hold up. Let me see if I can get Boo some fluffiness on the side, child. What is wrong with you, Boo? Y'all, her skirt is twisted. Okay, anyway, she done. Let me bring it to the front. Y'all ready to see Boo in the front? I know it's a lag. Oh, Lord, that take too long to come on. We're going to have to fix that. Okay, hey, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you guys for coming over. Yeah, my Boo looked drunk, but Boo looked like she had a good time because Boo skirt is leaning to the side. Her belly is full with something, whether it's alcohol or food. But nonetheless, Boo could be taken outside. Okay, she could be taken outside. Y'all let me know if y'all ready to see Boo. Boo was twerking, baby. Boo be twerking. She twerking and she was flying in the air. Oh, she was flying and twerking at the same time. She was in the air twerking. Let me know if y'all want to see Boo. I don't see nobody saying they want to see Boo. Let me see. Y'all probably can't hear what I'm saying. I'm going to show y'all my shirt again, and y'all let me know if y'all want this file. The embroidery size is, I want to say 8.5-ish, close to 9 by close to 4. So if you have a hoop size this big, then you can do this. Now, you don't have to do the rhinestones. If you don't have rhinestones, don't worry about doing the rhinestones. I know my rhinestones are not perfect, but it's okay. I think it works. And it's scattered, so it's kind of like whatever, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. And I only did it on this gray shirt because that's all I had in my stash, boo-boo. And I believe the shirt was kind of like it's not, the shirt itself made is not even. And so Ephesians 4 chapter 4 verse 32 is what the shirt means. So if you read the Bible, you can go read this scripture and it's going to talk about this. All right. So now let me show y'all my bag. Let me see what y'all say. Miss Rosalind McAveen say, I'm ready to see the bag. Didn't do a garden this year. Going to try again. Yeah. So, Kristen, next year is supposed to be. Derica got the booze in the chat. Next year is I can't do that. Hold on. Next year is supposed to be even hotter, from my understanding. Hey, Miss Do It Yourself. Welcome in, Queen. So we're gonna have to figure out how to keep our plants alive. Oh, thank you, Miss Grace of Elegance. I appreciate you for being here. Hey, Miss Alice B. Welcome in, Queen. Y'all, don't forget to hit the like button, okay? All right, we going to see our bag. Yeah, I forgot to cut the skirt. Hold on, y'all. Let me give her a little skirt trim. Hold on. I got to trim her skirt. Even though she been twerking all night, I still got to trim her skirt. Give me 1 second. We're going to trim it, and then I'm going to show it to you. I don't want her skirt to be that long. All right, girl. Now you can show them what you're working with. All right, hold on, y'all. Now you can show them, girl. Tell them you ain't doing no tripping. So I ain't doing no tripping with y'all. You